Hi everyone, Lee Tessier from eXp Realtor. I'm here with Reed Stupalski as our top listing agent on the team. Sold just a couple homes last year. What'd you sell?
Yeah, just a few. I think 81.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8-1. So
yeah, 81.
Good number.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like what's working today versus what was working. You know, I think we go back to fundamentals. So many people want something, that new shiny object they're going to chase and so forth. But I know fundamentals really work. And then we just came back from a sales training in Atlanta a couple months ago, and talking about some of the scripts that are working. So, what are you using in today's market that's really been effective for you to help, continue to turn leads into clients, or past clients into referrals and stuff of that sort? So,
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's using the past client sphere dialogue. Honestly, with just bullet points, and it's a natural conversation, just asking them how their family is, updating them on the current market, what's happening with interest rates, supply and demand, all of that stuff. It's just consistently touching them on a monthly basis, honestly, is pays dividends. And as far as follow-up is concerned, with leads that haven't converted yet, just continually calling them just to provide value each time, not just calling them to call them, but calling them to, yeah, correct. It's to call them and add value as to what's happening in the market, or hey, did you see that house on your street just sold, or that house on your street just went on the market, here's the price and stats on it. So people are always interested in what's going on around them, and a lot of time that motivates them to make that move.
So I know we do the monthly update, the market update, so do you take bits and pieces from that to be able to pull in as conversations all the time as well?
Yep.
And just knowing your numbers, right?
Yep, knowing your numbers. I mean, yeah, constantly. I was at a birthday party yesterday, and I was literally verbatim replaying the stats that we talked about in the monthly market update. So everybody always comes up to me in gatherings and say, hey, what's going on in the market? What do you see? And stuff like that. So,
when we look at inventory is still all-time lows. We're at 55% inventory for normal, like 5-year average in Harford County, and Baltimore County is at 66%.
Yeah.
But from doing market stats, we tend to know that. We see sales are down 30 to 40% in the county, in Harford County and Baltimore County. So what are you doing that's different? Are you doing anything different, or are you just like, I think I'm going to come to work today? Or like, what's your thoughts? I mean, how do you, is there any mindset that comes along with this, or where does it go?
Yeah, I mean, it's doing more of what works and less of what doesn't, really, in this market. I mean, and what that means is, not coming to work just to show up to work and show my face. It's coming to work, being in a positive mindset, making my phone calls, a minimum of 20 a day, doing what I need to do to follow up with old leads, touch my sphere, past clients, other things such as social media posts and stuff like that. But it's doing things that are productive to generate new business, and it's just doing that consistently on a day-to-day basis.
Consistency is always the biggest key.
Yep.
So, and then your 20 calls, that your 3 top 50s a day, 2 other sphere lead, or spheres, and then 15 lead follow-ups. Is that what you're?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of times it ends up being more than 3 sphere calls. I may average 4 to 6, to be honest with you. And yeah, the rest is past clients and just lead follow-ups.
Good.
So, yeah.
And then what other one you're using past sphere clients? That's what we're kind of looking at the book that we use from Sales Agent Mastery, which we'll have some downloads here in the email for you. So click at the bottom. But what other one are you using that's really been effective?
The appointment setting dialogue is honestly supremely effective. I mean, it's basically kind of getting back to providing value. It creates a naturally flowing conversation, and it provides 5 different topics. So you can pick one each week or one every couple of days and call them with, an update.
I'm smiling because I'm looking, because you have a lot of notes here on the sheet, but I also could see as soon as you started talking, then your hands started flowing.
Correct.
So body language is so important, right?
Yeah.
And you tend to talk and more assertive. Your tonality is much better. You're smiling while you're dialing and so forth. So that person can feel it, versus if you're sitting there kind of like slouched down and not really saying it. Like you can feel that through the phone.
Yeah, I mean, it provides confidence. I mean, that's, at the end of the day, people want to work and they trust people with confidence. If you know what you're doing, you know the stats, you know what you're saying, people are going to want to work with you. Right. And that's just the truth.
And then some of the market stats, that's just going into RBI, going in, pulling those stats for the month. They come around the 10th of the month. go look at it, start charting them out. If you haven't seen it, look on our YouTube page. We do a market update. It's pretty brief. It takes about 5 minutes for us to go through, but talk about what's happening in the market. That's the other thing that we were talking about, scripting and so forth. So when you talk to somebody and somebody says, hey, I'm going to wait. Okay, well, tell me what you're waiting for. What are you expecting? And they're like, oh, well, I'm waiting for interest rates to drop. Okay, well, what's your expectations? Well, I want to wait 3 to 6 months. Okay, great. If you wait 3 to 6 months, now you're in the spring market. So what are your expectations? What happens if rates drop? Oh, I'm going to buy. What do you think everybody else is going to do? Exactly. They're going to buy. So now all of a sudden you have low inventory. Now you have a flood of buyers coming back again. What do you think prices do even more? Because there's going to be less inventory, supply and demand. Now buyers are fighting for offers. They're writing, again, over asking price.
Less favorable terms for the buyers.
Home inspections, no as is, no inspections, all those type things that now the market's kind of softened a little bit on that. You can get inspections done. You can get a little bit better pricing on. You're not having to pay $10, $20, $30, $50,000 over list price. But hey, say if you wait that 6 months and rates stay the same, then what? Correct. Hey, now are you going to buy or not buy? Well, it's up to you. And then, or if you said, hey, I'm going to wait 6 months and now rates go up even farther, now what happens? Oh, I don't want to buy. Well, now you're renting or whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden you've lost equity. The values will probably stay about the same because there's such low inventory. So just some of these things that you have to think about of like, what questions are you asking? Are you finding yourself that you're digging a little bit deeper and going deeper, or do you just kind of surface level with people now? No, it's digging deeper. It's finding out their why. Everybody wants to buy or sell for a reason, and it's just finding out what their reason is, what their motivation is. Because, if somebody doesn't really have motivation, then maybe it's not somebody you want to spend a lot of time with, right? Right. So it's not time for them. Yeah, correct. So we naturally want to help as many people as we can, and it's just digging deep, finding out why they want to move, and kind of going after it that way and seeing how we can help. Yeah, the questions, I think the better you get at questions ahead of time rather than, hey, you just asked, they want to go see this house. They could be professional lookers because there's that. They say 70% of Zillow leads are actually professional looking people that unless they find that perfect house, which who knows what the perfect house for them is, and they don't always know because they haven't had enough questions asked to them. That's right. So it's always digging with the people. So hopefully you find this helpful. Anything you wanted to add in before we go? Yeah, I mean, this market, it's down back to basics and doing the things, like I said, that work and less of what doesn't. So I think and the dialogues help. Dialogues help. I think that on listings, we're more of a pricing war and beauty contest, kind of like the 2010, 11, 12. Not that you have to get, you're not giving the house away, you're just getting less offers. Correct. But you have to be priced appropriately. So it comes back to market stats again, knowing the market. So hopefully this helps. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day.